Hello guys, we are excited to have you here. The team in SDET Byte Hackers working hard on this channel and we are eager to hear what you think. We will come up with more hacks in JMeter and new performance tool in upcoming future. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out any hacks video once it got released. Today we are going to talk about how to achieve network virtualization, which is basically known as data transfer speed using JMeter. Let's understand why you need network virtualization. The question in your mind, right? There is boiling challenge for developer and tester that how the mobile application will respond gracefully and as expected no matter where their mobile application are being used and under which network speed. If a user is using a banking application or a healthcare application where the load traffic is more during the peak time and he walks away to any restaurant or any shopping mall while using the app where network congestion is more, that is network speed is less. So the question arises here is that does your application handle that scenario gracefully? By testing real end user condition, team can ensure a high quality mobile application user experience and advanced test automation coverage. That's why we require a network virtualization test to be done in every project when there is a mobile application is associated with it. The second point is mobile traffic surpass the desktop traffic. That's really true, right? We are growing with mobile traffic day by day. So let's move over step by step approach. The first step is open jmeter.properties file. Normally, the jmeter.properties file reside in the jmeter bin folder. Once you have opened it, you search for the keyword called CPS. CPS stands for character per second. Okay, you need to set the value for CPS. Once you set the CPS value, you can run the test. We'll see how to implement this CPS calculation and how we can achieve the required bandwidth. Before moving that, I want to give you some more details about CPS calculation. CPS calculation is directly multiplication of RB into 128. CPS stands for character per second as I mentioned. RB equal to required bandwidth that you need to set for the load test. If you want to simulate 600 kbps, the calculation for CPS should be 600 into 128, that is 76800. Once in the jmeter.properties, once you find CPS, you can see there is a row for http client dot socket dot http dot cps where normal value for this CPS is 0 and always it is in comment line. In order to use that, you can uncomment this particular line and set the value for CPS is equal to 76800 as you required to achieve 600 kbps for this network simulation, right? We can set this CPS value in non-GUI mode as well. So here is the syntax for the non-GUI mode. It should be jmeter hyphen http client dot socket dot http dot cps equal to calculated value. Here is our calculated value 76800, right? Minus n minus t. Then we can provide the path of JMX file. Then we can write minus L, the path of the JTL file. Let's see that how we can implement in real life in JMeter. I am super excited to take you to the ride of JMeter in real life, how you can set the CPS value, how could you achieve network virtualization. Let's move there. Let me open JMeter. So I have started my terminal. So I will write sh jmeter.sh. It will try to open my JMeter. Yes, my JMeter is open. So I'm going to open my script, which is working fine. Right. Let's go for a demo test plan. Yeah, I have added view results tree, summary report, and aggregate report. Let's run the test and check if it is working fine. Yes, it looks fine, right? And this is my summary report. You can see min and max, right? Everything looks fine. How many samples we are hitting, what is the average response time, and what is the throughput. Looks cool. Let's move to set up network virtualization in jmeter.properties file. So currently I am in the bin folder of Apache, right? And here is my jmeter.properties file. So what I can do here is I can right click and open with text edit. This is my jmeter.properties files. This is the heart of JMeter. Okay, make sure while changing or while editing we take a caution, because if any things you have done wrongly, that will screw your JMeter. You can't have JMeter will not work out. So once you open this jmeter.properties file, right, what is our next step? Our next step is to search the keyword called CPS. Right, we found out the keyword. Let's done here. Okay, this is my keyword CPS. I'm going to highlight for you guys as well. Okay, we are going to work on these three lines. If you see the comment line, define character per second greater than 0 to emulate slow connections. That's what we required, right? For network virtualization, we can define character per second to achieve our target kbps. So as I mentioned earlier, the http client dot socket dot http dot cps equal to 0 and http client dot socket dot https secured one dot cps equal to 0. So here both the lines are commented, right? In order to use that, what you can do is uncomment these two lines. Okay, just delete the hash preceded with http client. The first property simulate the speed when you use http method, that is http protocol, and the second property is used to simulate the speed for https method. Okay, you have seen that during my presentation I have provided the formula for calculating the CPS value. So the CPS value calculation equal to direct multiplication of RB into 128. RB is nothing but required bandwidth that you need to test for the load test. Okay, let's suppose I want to simulate 500 kbps for my test, right? So what could be my CPS value? I will go for 500 into 128, that is 64000. So let's set the value for http client dot socket dot http dot cps equal to 64000 and http client dot socket dot https dot cps is equal to 64000. So the next step is we need to save the changes in the jmeter.properties files. So go to file menu and save it, right? Once you have the latest change in the jmeter.properties, close the jmeter.properties file. Okay, let's go to jmeter. What we need to do is, in order to get the latest change into JMeter, we need to go to file menu and there is a option called restart. So you restart your JMeter in order to fetch the latest value set in jmeter.properties file. So we are getting a warning, a test is currently running, stop or shut down to execute this command. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop our execution, right? We have executed around 14 minutes. That's cool. Okay, let's move to file. Click on restart. We are repeating the same process. Once you restart it, right, JMeter will restart again. I have restarted my JMeter now. Okay, what we can do here is we can go to run the scripts, right? The script is going to run with the latest change which we had set for in jmeter.properties files. So once you click on run, you can see in the summary report, it's quite a bit interesting, right? The sample rates got slowed down, right, as compared to the first execution. In first execution we are achieving the samples very faster, but here it is little bit slower down as compared to the first one, because we have set the network simulation and the CPS value to achieve only 500 kbps, right? Great, we have achieved the network virtualization in our test. Let's move further and see what are the key points to be remembered here. The first point is that check the testing environment network bandwidth where the test to be conducted. It is more important, guys. I will repeat. Check the testing environment network bandwidth where the test to be conducted before simulating the speed. Why? Because JMeter can only simulate the bandwidth equal to or less than the testing environment network bandwidth. It can't exceed the testing network bandwidth. Okay? It is very crucial to remember, and it is very crucial to take this point into consideration when you do network virtualization using JMeter. The second point, you should use RB. RB stands for required bandwidth, right? You should use RB value in kbps for CPS calculation. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. We hope you enjoy this video and would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. We are always on the lookout for feedback that can help us to improve our content. Stay tuned for more videos like this every week by liking and following us on social media. Thank you.